feel some movement on your own. For now, we're gonna start on our backs. So just come on down, and if you want to just open right up, bring the soles of your feet together and let the knees fall open wide. Just coming down to your back and take your hands, place them somewhere on your body. If that is a lot of opening, maybe too much opening for you this morning, you can place blocks underneath your knees, or just take the opening away and just bring the knees together as you walk the feet about as wide as the mat. And with this sort of contact of hands onto your body, begin to close your eyes and breathe in deeply through the nose. Nice and slow. Let's open the mouth, let out a big sigh. Empty all the way out. And do that twice more. Inhale, nice and slow through the nose. And open the mouth, let it go. The last one. Deepest breath you've taken all morning. And open it up, let it go. Begin to seal the lips. Breathing in and out through your nose. Notice right away just how you feel, how your body is landing this morning. If you could soften the shoulders just a little bit heavier. If you feel a little bit of tension in your jaw, just go ahead and open the mouth, kind of shake it out, swivel the jaw side to side. You might even take the hands up to the sides of your temples and your jaw, just rub a little bit here. Start to rock the head side to side. Release the arms out really wide here. So they might come into a cactus or just big out into a T. Breathing in and out through the nose again here. And maybe it takes you 5 breaths, maybe 10. At some point, notice when this shift occurs. The moment you arrive mentally, physically, energetically, just drop in here. Can you lengthen the exhale so that your inhale and exhale are even in length and depth and weight? Just keeping your focus very simple this morning, just drawing it into the breath. If it helps to bring a mantra in, some words of repetition. On the inhale, breathe it in. And on the exhale, breathe it out. Inhaling again, breathe it in. And on this exhale, let it go. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Breathe it in. Let it go. Perhaps repeating those words in your mind throughout practice. Perhaps you just settle in on something that is personal to you. Begin to start sliding the hands down toward the thighs. And as you heel toe the feet wide apart, draw the knees in together if they're not already there. And take the hands, the palms, press them right into the low belly. So feel the small of the back start to press down, kind of pressing a little bit onto the front of your hips. Just feeling this extra grounding, and then soften the shoulders. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Take the right knee, hug it into your chest. And you might walk that left foot in so that it's in line with your sit bone, or you might extend the left leg long depending on how your bones feel this morning. Start to make some circles here with your knee. Keep hold of the front of your knee. Keep breathing. Turn around, go the opposite way. And this is where your strap might come in handy if you have it nearby. Extend the right foot toward the sky. Wrap your strap around the front ball of your foot. Let's take a moment here, bending and straightening into that leg. Drawing the toes back toward the chest. And then reaching the heel away. And you can do this with that left knee bent or straight. It just gives just a little bit of a different kind of sensation, a little bit of a weight transfer. And then we're going to take both ends of the strap here into your left hand. Take your right hand down by your side and press the palm into the earth as you slowly start to cross the right foot over the body. So try to keep drawing the back of your right hip down to the earth. You're not really going to try to stack here. You're really working on just feeling that outer hip stretch. Both shoulders stay rooted. The spine stays long. Breathe it in. Let it go. And then slowly start to bend into that knee. We're going to open that right foot all the way out to the side into a half happy baby. So you might be able to reach that right hand to the outside of the right foot. And if you do that, you can just let go of the strap. Keep hold of it if that feels good to you, if you feel that extra grounding, plugging action. Just breathe here. Maybe there's a little bit of movement, kind of inviting into the back of that leg, into the hip joints. And then we'll close it up. Take that strap off the foot. Just a couple more circles here with that knee before we switch it out. And as you switch the right leg long, take both arms up overhead. Big breath in. And then exhale, draw the left knee in, hug it in toward your chest. Circles here, coming out. Maybe 3 to 5 here, and then turn around, go the opposite way. Taking hold of your strap again, take it to the ball of your foot. And obviously, if you can reach your toes, you can always try that action too, just as you start saying hello to your hamstrings as you press into that heel away from you, bending and straightening the knee. Feeling that nice long stretch. And then both sides of the strap come into the right hand. Left hand comes down by your side. Maybe you're even putting it on that hip to keep it grounded as you start to lower that right foot across the body. Breathe into that long side stretch. And then gently bend into that knee as you rotate it all the way open, reaching for the outside of the foot with your hands. Moving into your half happy baby over here, exploring just a little bit of movement. You can let go of the strap as you hug that knee into your chest. And then stretch the feet away from you, the hands away from your head. Breathe it in, stretch really nice and long. And on your exhale, both knees hug to the chest, shoulders lift off of the mat, reach your fingertips beyond your toes. Hug your knees toward your face. Everything is lifted as much as possible. That deep transverse abdominis muscle is really turned on. Breathe in. And breathe it out. Relax the body long, just for one breath. And then as you take the knees to the chest, we'll rock and roll. Coming all the way back and forth. And we'll take just a beat here in a nice seat. Knees can be bent out to the side. I'm going to face you just so that I can see you. Hands anywhere you like. Just start to drop the right ear toward the right shoulder. If you want more stretch here, take the left fingertips. Really press them into the earth. Feel it so you can lift the ear up to the ceiling. Draw the belly button in and breathe here. And as you release, draw the chin toward the chest. Roll it all the way over to the other side. Same thing over here. Right fingertips plug into the earth. Sit up nice and tall. Just imagine the breath as a brush stroke up and down the side of your right neck here. Nice job. Lowering the chin toward the chest. Bring both hands to the front of your knees. Start to round into the back like a seated cat pose. And inhale, draw the chest through, lift the chin, seated cow. Exhale, round it in. Inhale, open up. Exhale, rounding it in. Feel free to invite some free-form, organic movement here. Taking the next 5 rounds on your own. Nice job, you guys. You're just gonna start taking this movement, moving your way onto hands and knees. Coming into your tabletop, you can just keep this movement going, nice and organic. You do you. Nice job. So like warming up your wrists here, you can turn the palms facing up, tapping each fingertip to your thumb, one at a time. Turn your fingertips out, circles here. Really dig into all 10 fingertips here. So you want to raise up the knuckles. And turning the fingertips back forward, setting yourself up, tucking your toes under. We're gonna just go ahead and take the hips up and back for downward facing dog. And again, just kind of allowing this movement to invite this shape in naturally. And then come into some stillness here. Spread the fingers wide, bend the knees as much as you like so that you can really tip the tailbone up. Relax the head and relax the jaw. The neck is long and loose. Pressing into both hands, see if you can get the spine maybe just a millimeter longer. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Breathe it in. Let it go. Begin to tiptoe your feet all the way to the top of your mat. Try to keep the heels raised high. Just really last bit of waking up to the hamstrings. And then when you get to the top, bend your knees, lower the heels, ragdoll. Grab hold of opposite elbows. Let the head remain heavy. And just allow your whole upper body to spill out of your trunk here. Release your fingertips to the earth. Inhale, lift and lengthen the spine, flat back, fingertips toward your shins. And exhale, soften the knees, fold it in. 2 more just like that. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, nice and slow all the way down. 1 more inhale, long spine, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Get your weight heavy in your heels, roll it all the way up to stand. When you get to the top, roll those shoulders a couple of times. And go the opposite direction, roll them forward. And roll them back. And now let them settle somewhere in between, somewhere in that neutral space. They're relaxing away from the ears. Feel the chin start to draw back, the ears lift. The heels root down, lift the toes off of the mat. Feel the muscles of the legs actively wrapping around the bones. And perhaps you can lift the crown of your head just slightly higher. Feel that low belly draw in. And bring the hands together in front of your heart. Soften the toes to the earth. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, stick out the tongue, lion's roar. Again, breathe in through the nose. This time as you take your lion's breath, open the eyes, look up toward your third eye. Take 3 more just like that. Breathe in deeply through the nose. Lion's breath. 2 more. Seal the lips. Breathe in and out through your nose. Notice what you notice. Pressing palm to palm. Open the eyes as you inhale, lift the fingertips up to the sky. On your exhale, hinge at the hips, soften the knees, fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step both feet back, plank pose. Going right in here, feel nice and strong, dig into Alton fingertips, lengthen the tailbone down toward the heels, squeeze the legs. Notice if you're dropping your head, see if you can pick it up so that your neck remains in line with your spine. Take another inhale, you can always drop to your knees. Your exhale, lower the belly all the way to the earth, elbows grace the side of the ribs. Untuck your toes. Inhale, low cobra, just the chin and the chest. Roll the shoulders away from the ears, press into the tops of the feet. Exhale, lower it all the way down. Second one, come up a little bit higher, lifting and shining the heart. And exhale, come on down. Last one, coming all the way up to a nice high cobra. Elbows stay bent toward your ribs. Shoulders relax away from the ears. Take another breath in here at the top. And exhale, come all the way down. Let the forehead reach the earth. Tuck the toes under. So the toes start to actively engage with the mat. The legs actively engage. Tuck the tailbone, press the palms into the mat. And nothing left to do but press away from the mat. Lift all the way up, plank pose. And exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take your breath cycle here. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Breathe it in. Let it go. Inhale high onto the toes. Shift your gaze up toward your thumbs. Exhale as you bend the knees and step or float both feet to the top of your mat. Fold it in. Inhale, lift and lengthen, long spine. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale, rise all the way up. Arms reach up overhead this time. And exhale, hands to the heart. One more round, linking breath with movement. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Long spine, halfway lift on your breath in. Exhale, plant the hands, plank pose. Full breath in. Exhale, lowering down. Just one cobra here, you choose which one. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Tuck the toes under, make your way downward facing dog. Two breath cycles here. Breathe in. Breathe it out. Breathe it in. Open your mouth, let it go. Inhale the right leg high to the sky. Keep the toes dialed down toward the earth. Keep pressing evenly into both palms. See if you can press into the hands to lift that heel a little higher. Make sure you're not holding your breath here. Everything is still moving fluidly through you. Take one more inhale. And on your exhale, step the right foot all the way to the top of your mat. Help it along the way if you need. Back heel stays lifted. Inhale, rise up, high crescent lunge. You can always bend the back knee, even bring it all the way down to the earth if you like. Relax the shoulders. And something that feels really good here, I'm going to turn to face you, is to just bend in the elbows here, reach the hands to the opposite elbows, and then lean on back. There's also just the action of pulling the elbows away from each other with that grip. Starts to engage around your shoulder girdle. You can stay right there or let it go. Take your breath in. Take your breath out. Inhale, release the arms up overhead. And exhale, arrow as you sweep the arms back by the hips, lower the chest halfway. Long in the neck. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, arrow. Last one up. Straighten that front leg. Send the back heel down. Exhale, warrior two. Use any adjustments you need here. Strong foundation. That front knee leaning out toward the pinky toe. Soften the shoulders here. So feel free to kind of shake it out, even kind of bend into the elbows if that helps here. And inhale as you sweep that right arm up to the sky. Let that left hand wrap around the front of you. Use the fingertips kind of dragging into the ribs, feeling those intercostal muscles. Stay committed to the bend in the front knee. One more inhale. And exhale, cartwheel it all the way down. Lifting the back heel. Step back, plank pose. Full breath in here at the top. And exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale for cobra pose. Exhale, come on down. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Go ahead and sweep that left heel to the sky here. Toes dialed down, long in the spine, pressing into both hands. That right heel is very heavy. Where can you soften here? Exhale, shift forward, step that left foot all the way to the top of the neck. Back heel stays lifted. Bend a little bit into the knee as you come all the way up from the center. So that back knee can stay bent as long as you like, or you can go ahead and start straightening it. Reach for opposite elbows. Maybe you find the opposite grip here. Lean back, find that long spine. Open to the chest, draw the belly button in and up. Feel that engagement wrapping into your shoulder girdle here. Notice if you're holding tension in your jaw. Give a little wiggle there. Awesome. Go ahead and inhale as you release those fingertips toward the ceiling. Exhale, arrow, sweep it down back. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, sweep it back. Inhale, sweep it up as you straighten that front leg. Woo! Spin that back heel down. Warrior two. Breathe it in here. Settle it in. Take as much adjustment in your feet as you need. Roll open the shoulders. And then as you stay committed to the bend in that front knee, left arm sweeps up, right arm sweeps in the front. Reach for those ribs. Breathe in. And exhale, cartwheel it all the way down. Lift the back heel. Step back, plank pose. From plank, we're going to come down into our forearms. Breathe here. You know, you can always drop your knees, even here, still working on building that strength. Dig into all 10 fingertips and start to tiptoe the feet in if you like. When you get to a place your hips are as high as you want them to go, let go of the head. Just let the crown of the head reach down toward the earth. Press the forearms and the elbows into the mat. And begin to shake the head no very slowly. Bend into the knees, bring the knees all the way down. Hips back to heels, child's pose. Couple of options with your arms here. You can sweep them back by the feet. Just letting the shoulders slump forward. Or if you want to keep them reaching up overhead, you can bend into the elbows, bring the palms together, and let the thumbs come back behind the neck. Both are going to offer different sensations in the shoulder. I think bringing the hands behind the neck definitely brings a little bit more stretching around the underside. Yeah. Yeah, and maybe you're playing between the two. Maybe even here you're rocking the hip side to side. The movement is calling to you. If it's the stillness and the breath, then just let that be heavy. Let it be here. Notice what you notice come up mentally. Start moving some energy around. Start building some heat. Sometimes that can bring up some friction. Take another breath in, nice and full, big and wide. And exhale, let it go. Begin to walk your hands toward the front of your mat. Inhale, lifting up through table. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg to the sky. Then exhale nice and slow, sweep it all the way to the top of the mat. Bend into the back knee, unfurl all the way up, find that high crescent. And exhale, arrow, sweep those arms down. Big step up onto your right leg as you inhale, sweep the hands up. You might tap that left foot along the way. Lift the left knee. Awesome, beautiful. Go ahead and flex that left foot even more. Feel the energy all the way down through the toes. And begin to cross that foot. I'm going to turn to face you so you can see me. Cross that foot over the ankle. We're coming to figure four. Hands down in front of the heart. Awesome. If you want to start dipping into that standing leg, come on down. Come as far down as you like. Maybe you even rest the forearm all the way onto your shin. It's working on building that stamina and the supportive muscles, your ankle, the glutes turned on. Slowly begin to rise up. Lift that left knee, reach the arms high. And take your left hand to your left knee. Turn so you can see me here. And open it out to the side. And back to center. And we're going to slowly lower it down, hands to the heart. Sink the hips, chair pose. Yeah, hands can be either in front of your heart or up overhead. Just feel your weight heavy into your heels. Shoulders relax away from the ears. Sink the hips even lower. Feel that low belly turn on. And exhale, belly to your thighs. Let the hips go very high. Inhale, lift and lengthen long in the spine. And exhale, fold it in. Heel to the feet as wide as your mat. Feet are going to stay parallel here as you take this deeper fold. You might even walk the hands between your legs. Feel the release in the low back. Notice that the shoulders are kind of dropping up toward your ears. Can you roll the shoulders so that they remain in the sockets and the neck can stay loose and long? Maybe you Do another little nod and shake. Begin walking the hands underneath your shoulders as you bend to the knees, step the left foot all the way back. So now you're going to be able to turn that right heel in, lower the left knee, and find lizard here. So that right knee is on the outside of your hands. Yep. Your hands are both on the inside of that right foot. And you can explore here. Maybe there's some sort of figure 8 movement that would feel nice. If you want a little bit more stretch, come down to your left forearm, bend into that left knee, and you can work here on kind of flexing that hamstring muscle, or if you want to take the big stretch, take that right hand all the way back, maybe reach for the toes. Long and open in the front body. And round it as you release. Try to release that, resist the urge to slingshot. Plant into the hands. Lift your chest up. And we're going to curl the back toes. We're coming all the way into 3-legged dog from here. So lift the back knee, sweep that right leg up and back, bend the knee, open the hip here. Option to drop it all the way over if wilding is something you like to play around with. Wherever you are, find a little bit of space for exploration. Maybe it's in that top shoulder. Maybe you're sort of throwing that right foot up in the air if you feel nice and strong. We'll all very gently make our way back to plank pose. Exhale, lower the whole body down. Beautiful job. Untuck the toes. Inhale, low, medium, or high cobra. Exhale, come down. Inhale, plank pose, nice and strong. Exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome. Inhale, sweep that left leg high. Exhale, step it all the way to the top of the mat. Try to go slow. Bend into that back knee as you unfurl, roll it all the way up. Beautiful. Exhale, find that arrow. Sweep it. Inhale, stepping all the way up. Right knee lifted. Space between those toes. Notice if you kind of feel like you're hunching forward here. See if you can trust yourself. Trust your standing leg. Press down through the ball of the foot, the standing heel. Cross that right foot over and find your figure 4 here. However low you want to go. I have some friends who really love to play with their arm balance here. Feel free. I will not be playing with arm balances today. One more breath where you are. Oh, yes, slowly come up. Lift the arms up overhead. Right hand to that right knee, open it out to the side. That wheel wobble. Come on, back to center. And take this slow descent into chair pose. Beautiful. Take your breath in. Take your breath out. Breathe it in. Exhale, open the mouth, let it go. Inhale, let's stand up tall here. Sweep the arms out wide, maybe a little back bend. Take the hands together behind your hips. Open through the chest. Maybe lift and open the throat. And as you exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward. You can keep this bind for as long as you like. You can release it whenever you're ready. We are going to go ahead and start heel toeing those feet as wide as the mat. Feet stay parallel, let the head stay heavy. Breathe it in. Let it out. Breathe it in. On that slow exhale, release the hands to the earth if you still have them bound. Turn the heels in, drop the hips down, Malasana. Hands come together in front of your heart. If it feels like you're really rounding into the back, see if you can press harder into the outside edges of your feet and really press the weight there. So you might even lift a little bit, feeling those glutes turn on, the thighs turn on, and even that low belly start to engage as it lifts to support your center. Beautiful. Option to play on your hands here if you like crow pose. Feel free to bring the hands to the earth, shift the weight forward. Maybe you're just working on shifting the weight. Maybe your feet stay down. Maybe they lift. And if you have a super strong crow, you might think, you know, we are going back to that lizard on this side here. Feel free to extend that right foot back nice and slow with control. Something I'm working on. Not quite there yet. Lower the right knee as you step the right foot back. Both hands stay on the inside of your left foot. And find that exploration here. As you lower the knee, you might even come down onto the forearm. The right forearm comes down. Bend into the right knee. Feel that hamstring start to engage. If you want to strengthen your hamstrings, do a little bit of a pulse here. If you want that big open stretch, open that left arm back. Reach for the toes. And let it in. Again, resisting the slingshot as you let go. Left arm sweeps up and over. Press into the hands, lift your weight up. Stepping back, plank pose. Lowering down onto your forearms here again. Squeeze the legs, and you can stay right here if you're working on building the stamina. If you want to tiptoe the feet in, feel free. Maybe you can get them a little closer than last time. Maybe you're playing on you're working on your balance. Maybe you're taking a Pincha Mayurasana here. Maybe you're sending one foot to the sky at a time. Or it's that really nice neck release, pressing into the forearms and the elbows, letting the crown of the head come down. Now, if you are working on any type of balance here, sending your feet up, take your gaze back between your thumbs. Look straight between your thumbs. Awesome job, good job. Take one more breath here. See if you can lift the hips a little higher. And exhale, lower the knees to the mat, child's pose. Any variation here, again, those hips might really enjoy just kind of rocking side to side. And as you're ready, we're going to start to make our way onto our back. So you can lift up, you can take one last vinyasa here if that would feel nice, coming from down dog. Rolling forward, taking one last little flow through. And if you're coming through your last flow through, walk the feet all the way up. Lower the hips all the way down. Slowly come down to your back. Hug the knees to your chest. Open the feet to the sky, happy baby. Coming into your full happy baby, it might feel nice to try straightening one leg or both at a time. If your hamstrings are feeling pretty open, which I imagine they are, it's possible that they may have had it for the day. If you want to try straightening both legs, what I like to do is take my hands to the inside of my feet. And as you start to straighten both legs, you can use the arms to press the leg wider instead of coming up over it. And try to remain grounded through your shoulders, your spine, your hips. The back of your head heavy on the mat. Whether you're moving or finding that deep stretch, take a breath where you are. And begin to release, draw the knees together. Bring the feet to the floor. We'll do 3 rounds of bridge pose, and I'm gonna add a little bit of a flow to them, but feel free if you're kind of feeling a little bit more restorative bridge right now, you can take a block, place it underneath your hips, and just let your hips become heavy there. For our bridges, for the flow, we're gonna lift the hips slowly, take the arms up overhead, and exhale, slowly lower the hips down. Hug the knees to the chest, reach those fingertips beyond the toes, just like we did at the beginning of class. Good, now take it with the breath, open up, feet to the mat, arms overhead. Inhale, lift the hips into your bridge pose. Exhale, come on down. Move at your own pace, take a couple more of those. Just allowing the rhythm and pace of your own breath to take the lead here. Just tuning into the little microfibers working here. And maybe you add your own spice to it that feels a little bit more natural to you. And when you feel grounded, keep the arms up overhead, let the hips land. And just let the knees start to rock over to one side. Let them get heavy. Let gravity do its job here. And just kind of allow this twist to mildly open you up on that whole side. Take a big breath in when you land there. Breathe it out. Breathe it in. Let it go. Begin to unwind the twist. Let those hips just start to do the guiding. Rocking back to center, knees come over to the other side. Landing here, breathe it in. Breathe it out. Breathe it in. And let it go. And last time, rocking the hips to center. There might be one last shape calling your name here, so please feel free to move through it. Nothing comes to mind immediately. Just allow yourself to extend the legs long, arms come down by your sides. Inviting Shavasana. Yeah, take as long as you need to get there. so that when you do finally get there, you are fully ready. Your body is ready to rest. Use any props that you have to make this the most comfortable Shavasana it could ever be. I like to place a blanket underneath my knees. When you find yourself ready to land, just take a full body breath in. Let it be as slow as molasses. Feeling all the way up, and then sip in just a little bit more at the top. And just as slow, let it out. The eyes begin to soften, the eyelids, just covering them gently. The space between the eyebrows allows for some spreading over the forehead. And that really soft and gentle spread extends beyond, over the crown of the head, down the back of the neck, whole back of the body, arms, hips, legs, back of the feet, the heel. That warm, soft energy comes over the sole of the feet, over the tips of the toes, all the way up the front of the legs, the front of the hips, a soft, low belly, spreading up through the ribs and the sternum, lightening the heart, softening the front of the shoulders, the throat, the jaw, the lips, the ears, whole body soft and comfortable, heavy, held. As you take these last few moments here in this space, nurtured and tended to, begin to deepen your breath. Let a little bit of movement in through your limbs, your fingertips, your toes. Roll the wrists and the ankles. Stretch the body long, arms come up over the head. Take a bend to the knees. Allow yourself to gently curl up onto your favorite side. Pausing for a moment here in gratitude of the practice, the privilege of presence. And noticing here if there's anything that's come up for you in this last hour of movement, anything your body might be trying to tell you, anything your heart might be trying to say. Allow for that moment here to tend to that and choose if this is something you're ready to carry with you, something you're ready to let go of. And once you have made the choice, begin to press your hands into the earth, lift your way up to a nice tall seat. Taking your time, keeping your eyes closed if that feels good to you, or letting a gentle gaze rest on the floor. Gather the palms together in front of your heart. As you bow your chin to your chest, you're bowing to that light deep within yourself, the light that knows all truth, the light that is connected to all other light. That same light is in me and every other living thing. May I continue to bless and multiply all that we have, all that we give, and all that we receive, so that we may better support the all. I thank you so much for sharing your practice with me this morning. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and weekend. Namaste, yogis.
Thanks, Kristen.
Thank you, Cindy. Always good to see you.
You too. Have a good day.
You too. Have a wonderful day. You're welcome to unmute yourself if you want. I think you might still be muted. There you go.
I love her cat.
I know.
That was a great practice. Thank you.
Good. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.